Hi, this is Tim Manchin with your weekly legislative update. The big things going on at the Capitol this past week dealt with several different areas. Number one, and most importantly I think, was the minimum wage law. The bill that we passed this week out of the House of Delegates says that minimum wage will be increased from $7.25 to $8 on January 1st of 2015, and then it'll go up another 75 cents to $8.75 the following year on January 1st of 2016. That's still not enough, obviously, but it does have a tendency to raise everybody's wages, not just those that are at the very bottom scale. But you know, we've gotten a lot of positive comments, even from small business owners in the area. As a matter of fact, I think out of all the comments, 90% of them have all been favorable comments from businesses. I think they know that most of them pay more than minimum wage. Certainly, if you want to keep good employees, you have to pay more than minimum wage. And the bottom line was, if people work for a living, then they ought to work for a living wage. The second bill that we passed was called Launchpad. It is a bill that will allow us to set up these zones of technological innovation. And essentially these will be tax-free zones. And the idea has been passed in California. It's an effort to try to bring in new technology. It doesn't apply to existing technology that's in the marketplace, but only those new kinds of things, and they won't pay any taxes for a period of time. So we're hoping that that'll spur some interest in bringing good paying jobs to the state of West Virginia. The final bill was dealing with educational reform. Last year we passed a very far-reaching educational reform measure, but some of the rules that got developed by the Department of Education regarding that ended up letting them hire teachers without doing any kind of paperwork. In other words, a group of teachers at a school and a principal could all decide to hire somebody, and even though they have to follow certain standards, nobody had to write down how anybody scored on those standards. So this simply backed up and created transparency so that somebody's going to be able to know how they felt about a particular candidate and why they made the choice that they did. Still working on the water bill. I expect we had our first hearings this past week in Judiciary Committee. I expect more to come in the future. This next week will be very busy. It is basically a week from Wednesday is the last day by which all bills in our house have to cross over, so they have to be passed out. That means that all the bills have to come out of committee by Friday this week. So we'll be working overtime all week. Be sure and contact us if you have any concerns or questions.